Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here we go. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And even though it's the offense with the ball now, how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout. It's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle. An absolute masterpiece.
The numbers for Sanders last week: 22 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. No gain, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Fournette, a first down carry. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's got on. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick is indeed good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you would end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Finding room at midfield, and out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Back to throw now on first down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leader and the Falcons need an answer in a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll swing this out to Fournette. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. A pass underneath for Fournette. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 4. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man has got it, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Drake London, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Looking to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense set to go once more. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4.
Okay, ready?
Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
look to throw. Jones has it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. Dumps it off to Fournette.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented him, and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. And the Falcons out to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for the defense there, Charles. Now, the 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
60 Eagles!
Back to throw again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles.